Hey guys, what's up? In today's video, I want to show you the top 5 phones for making money. These are phones that I just put together in a list based on my experience with them. They've all been in my routine for at least a few months. If you want general advice for buying money-making phones, then I recommend you check out this link I'll put in your cards and in the description for an article I wrote in the Getting Started series. I also have another article in the Getting Started series of a list of phones that I update frequently based on what I buy for my routine or suggestions I get from you guys on good money-making phones. So these are the best phones for price to performance ratio. And the first one I want to talk about I'm holding right now is the Boost Mobile Moto E. It goes anywhere from $30 to $50. I've seen them as low as $20 though, and perhaps lower in some places like $15 I've heard. But you get them on Walmart, Best Buy. These sites only list them occasionally. I don't think they're currently being listed there at the filming of this video, but make sure you check out those sites for it. Right now, I do know that there is a pretty good priced one on Amazon or several in the used section that I'll put in the description. It's going for about $35. The next phone I want to talk about is the LG Tribute 2. Like the Boost Mobile Moto E, it runs Android 5.0 Lollipop. That's pretty good for future proofing. There's currently a listing for these phones on Amazon for $20 in the used section. I'll leave a link to this in the description as well. That is a very good deal because for the most part, I get these from anywhere between $15 to $35. eBay sometimes has them with bad ESNs and cracked screens that get me that $15 price range. The third phone on this list is one that you guys talk about, especially for making money with you lotto. It's really popular, the LG Optimus Zone 3. This would be number 2 or 1, honestly, for the prices I've gotten this phone for. I've got it as cheap as $15 on eBay with some minor defects to it. However, one thing you got to keep in mind with this phone is unlike the LG Tribute 2, and unlike the Boost Mobile Moto E, it's harder to root and sometimes you can't root it. Those other phones you can root. This phone, it's harder because some of the newer firmwares you get just can't be rooted with something simple like King Root. You can still get it cheap. Walmart does $30 sales of it and even cheaper sometimes, as well as Best Buy. There's also a fairly good listing on Amazon for this one right now for about $34 that I can leave in the description. The next phone on this list is the only phone on this list that doesn't at least run Lollipop. This is an LG Lucky. Now, I had a lot of problems with some track phones in the past that would just die on me. My LG Sunrise that I bought actually died on me within the first day. The LG Optimus Fuels I had, most of them are dead at this point. This one, however, has lasted me over 6 months, which is pretty surprising for these phones. There's currently a listing for these for $10 a phone on Amazon. I'll leave a link to that deal in the description, but I also get them on eBay with some minor defects from anywhere between $10 and $15, even buying one for $7 once. Now, the only caveat with this phone is it's running KitKat. Like I said, it's not running 5.0 like the rest of these. However, it does run a good bit of apps for making money. Don't buy too many because you never know when those apps will quit supporting this version because it is quite old now, and you may just have an issue that not enough apps support it. But you can also check out the TechSlugs archive section to sort through minimum versions of apps to find ones that will work for this OS. The last phone I put on this list is an LG Volt 2. I have a few of these, and the reason I put this one last is because it is the most expensive out of the rest of them, and honestly, you're not missing out on anything by buying an LG Tribute 2. If you can pick this up for $30 to $40, I think it's a good deal, but too often I see it listed at $50 and $60, which is just getting too much. Otherwise, it's pretty normal. It runs Android 5.0 and it's easy to root. But anyway, that's it for this video on top money-making phones in my opinion. This was a highly requested video. I guess in the spring you guys like to buy phones. I don't know. If you guys haven't checked out the TechSlugs voting system on the archives, I recommend you do so. You can sign up through the forum and vote on apps for points. I actually just added 20 more apps to the archive section. I think we're at a little over 100 apps now, and I'd like to get that number even up more in the coming weeks. There is also going to be another point increase on the TechSlugs forum for posting. If you guys have any suggestions on more money-making phones I should try out for my routine so as to make another one of these videos on recommended phones, then please let me know. I'll also be updating those website articles on top phones and general buying advice. But in the meantime, have fun making money, and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching this video meant to help you make more money with smartphones and computers. The link above me is a link to my website with the Getting Started series and a cache archive section where you can sort through hundreds of smartphone apps that make you money. Any more specific questions can be directed to me at my contact page or on any of the communities listed this way.